If you've ever walked into a cafe and seen a drink so green it almost looks artificial, chances are you were looking at matcha. It shows up in lattes, desserts, ice cream, and even skincare products. But what really is matcha? Is it just another type of green tea? Is it healthier? Why is it so vibrant? And why does it sometimes taste grassy, or even a little bitter? Matcha isn't just green tea in a different form. It's a centuries-old ingredient with deep cultural roots, a unique farming process, and a preparation ritual that feels more like a meditation than a beverage routine. So today we'll uncover what exactly is matcha. We have to go beyond the trendy latte and step into its history, how it's grown, and what makes it so different from the tea bag sitting in your kitchen cabinet. Let's get into right here on History of Simple Things. At its core, matcha comes from the same plant as all traditional green tea, Camellia sinensis. Black tea, oolong tea, white tea, and green tea all come from this single plant. The difference lies in how the leaves are grown and processed. What makes matcha special is that instead of steeping whole or broken leaves in hot water and discarding them, you're actually consuming the entire leaf, ground into a fine powder. When you drink matcha, you're drinking the leaf itself, not just an infusion. That simple difference changes everything: the flavor, the texture, the color, and even the way your body reacts to it all become distinct. One of the most fascinating parts of matcha production happens before the leaves are even harvested. About 3 to 4 weeks before picking, tea farmers shade the plants from direct sunlight. Traditionally in Japan, this is done using bamboo mats or special cloth covers. By blocking sunlight, the plant slows its growth and produces more chlorophyll, the pigment responsible for that bright green color. At the same time, it increases the production of amino acids, particularly L-theanine. L-theanine is important because it gives matcha its smooth, slightly sweet umami flavor and contributes to the calm, focused feeling many people report after drinking it. Without shading, the leaves would taste more bitter and less complex. This shading process is one of the key reasons matcha looks so vivid and tastes so rich compared to regular green tea. After harvesting, the youngest, most tender leaves are selected. They're quickly steamed to prevent oxidation, just like other Japanese green teas. But here's where matcha takes a different path. The leaves are dried, and the stems and veins are removed, leaving behind what's called tencha. Tencha is then slowly ground into an ultra-fine powder using traditional stone mills. This grinding process is delicate and time-consuming. A single hour might produce only about 30 to 40 grams of matcha. The result is a powder so fine, it feels almost like talc between your fingers. That texture is crucial. Good matcha should dissolve smoothly when whisked, creating a creamy, frothy surface. Matcha's story begins in China during the Tang Dynasty, when tea leaves were steamed and formed into bricks for easier transport. Later, during the Song Dynasty, powdered tea became popular. Monks would grind tea into powder and whisk it with hot water. In the 12th century, a Japanese monk named Aizai brought powdered tea practices from China to Japan. Over time, Japan refined and preserved the tradition, especially within Zen Buddhism. This practice eventually evolved into the Japanese tea ceremony, or chanoyu, a highly ritualized preparation centered on mindfulness, respect, and simplicity. Today, matcha remains a central part of Japanese culture, especially in cities like Uji, which is famous for producing some of the highest quality matcha in the world. Not all matcha is created equal. If you've ever tasted one that was smooth and slightly sweet, and another that was aggressively bitter, you've already noticed the difference in grade. Ceremonial grade matcha is made from the youngest leaves and is meant to be whisked with hot water and enjoyed on its own. It has a vibrant color, fine texture, and a balanced flavor with minimal bitterness. Culinary grade matcha is typically made from slightly older leaves. It's stronger, more robust, and often more bitter. This makes it perfect for baking, smoothies, and lattes, where milk and sugar balance out the intensity. The price difference can be significant. High-quality ceremonial matcha can be surprisingly expensive because of the labor-intensive farming and grinding process. Many people switch to matcha as an alternative to coffee, but the experience isn't the same, and that's partly due to chemistry. Matcha contains caffeine, sometimes comparable to a small cup of coffee. However, because you're consuming the whole leaf, the caffeine is released more gradually. Combined with L-theanine, the result is often described as calm alertness. Instead of a sharp spike followed by a crash, matcha tends to provide steadier energy. The L-theanine also promotes relaxation without drowsiness, which is why monks historically used it during long meditation sessions. It's not magic, it's simply the interaction between caffeine and amino acids working together. Matcha is powdered green tea, yes, but that definition barely scratches the surface. It's a tea grown in shade to amplify chlorophyll and amino acids. Its leaves carefully selected, steamed, dried, and stone-ground into an ultra-fine powder. It's a drink rooted in centuries-old Zen rituals. It's a balance of caffeine and L-theanine that produces calm focus rather than jittery energy. The next time you see that vibrant green cup, you'll know you're not just drinking tea. You're consuming the entire leaf, its history, its farming process, its chemistry, and its culture, all whisked into a single, frothy bowl. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.